Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again, doing today what I was doing yesterday and what I've been doing for years. And that's trying to be of value, trying to do something good, wanting to do something that the Creator can be happy about, wanting to do something that you, the people not just of America, but the people of the world could be happy about. I was just thinking just the other day, I had my 75th birthday. And I'm reminded when I was 38 years old, the thing that I just mentioned that I desire for you, it was apparent at that age, 38. But it wasn't just apparent. I desired it so much until for some strange reason I had been given a vision of how that could happen. And I was so excited about it. You know, it's like going to college and you graduate, you get your degree, and you just so excited of anything that you pursue, and you're successful at it. There seems to, at some occasion, a moment when the excitement, the joy seems to be at its peak. And when I could see the people, the human race, excited about life, man, I'm telling you, nothing could stop me from running for president of the United States. I wanted to pursue perhaps as a Democrat because I was basically raised around Democrats, and so based upon what I had heard, Democrats were better than Republicans, and based upon what I had seen, I had also seen that. But the reality of it all is that as a result, America was what America is, and it was not good enough for me. And now, all of a sudden, I saw the solution. The solution basically gave me an understanding that most people are just like me. We are made in a similar fashion because we require basic same things for survival. And that was understood in the process of creating us because the resources necessary to meet the needs that we as people would require, as we have determined to meet things that are essential for satisfying us, they were all with the earth. Resources with the earth, stored with the earth, accessible by us, we the people who would use them to do the things that we say we want them to do. Wow. And the most amazing thing, ladies and gentlemen, is that I saw us not just being here, but having purpose. You know, being a part of a team. You know, if you play, engaged in any game situation, you got a role to play. You know how vital it is in the success of the team. And so we're talking about a life where your needs, wants, and desires are met. And here you are in the middle of this, and you are given a choice to choose your career. Choose what you want to do in this life. And let your main determining factor be the joy that it brings in doing that career. I mean, hey, there it is. The joy of doing what you're doing. And what you're doing is absolutely necessary. And what you're doing is wanted. And what you're doing, everybody appreciates. And the reason that they appreciate is because when you put it all together, you're creating what they need: food, clothing, shelter, education, health care, transportation, all of the things that you have determined are essential for meeting your wants, needs, and desires. This is what you are doing, and you love what you're doing, and you're creating the best that can be created by you. And it is all for we, the people. And everything using the resources free that were given us for the benefit of us and all of us working to serve us, create all of those resources that belong now to us, we the people. We are part owners in everything that's created by the hands of man. You don't need money. You don't need any of that. You don't need bosses and all of that kind of stuff. You got your system set up. It works. I'm telling you, no more crime and violence. No more lying and cheating. No more stealing. No more hatred. No more racism. No more bigotry. No more poverty. Haves and have-nots. All of that stuff is gone. So can't you imagine how I must have felt and living in a world like the one we know? And here, all of a sudden, I've been given this information that how in the world could you deny? You have got to be just as excited about it as I. And the thing about it is that I'm just one person bringing the message to you, but it will require each of us to participate because we want it. It's each of us making the choice that change is inevitable because we would have it no other way. And that was when I was 38 years old, ladies and gentlemen. I ran for president several times. I couldn't even get out the door. Nobody showed any interest in what I just got through telling you. And as far as I was concerned, that was straight from the heaven. I mean, I can't see nobody being that good but God. And for me to share with you was just me being the messenger. To share with you what we have been missing. I ain't heard it. And then after all of these years, the same message. Go back and listen to the videos I've produced over these years. I might change the title, the topic, and stuff like that, but the message was the same. And to sit here today with you, the American people, having an opportunity to choose your dream that you rejected. Oh, you say, well, I didn't hear it. Well, same thing. Those who did hear it made sure you didn't hear it. So it's the same game. And you chose Donald Trump, a criminal. Everything that you used to thought was disgusting, he represents. And you chose him to be your leader. And you see how he lied to you during the election. And since you were so blinded, he figured you don't have any sense. You put a crook back in. So he's not thinking about anything you say. He's not thinking about anything that your law says. It doesn't mean a thing to him. He's laughing at you and walking all over everything in these judges. It doesn't mean anything. He resists. Who's going to arrest him? And I'm thinking, this is your choice. You say, well, I didn't know he was going to do that. Well, you should have. You accepted what he was up to that point. You accepted the fact that he was a criminal. You accepted all that he had presented to you that he was. Whether you want to deny it, you still knew it. And you still says this instead of that. How do you think I feel sitting here talking to you still today, trying to tell you that it's not too late, trying to tell you that you still have the opportunity for change? Why? Because God is the one in charge, not Donald Trump, not Musk, or people like them, not people who call themselves with power. God is in charge, and God made you to live the best life that humans could live. Not only did he make you for it, he prepared that you could. And so you made a mistake. You know how we make mistakes. We make mistakes all the time. And when we don't know how to fix our mistakes, we end up sometimes just making additional mistakes. And before you know it, we all screwed up. Some of us end up in jail. Some of us end up in prison. Some of us end up being murdered. Some of us end up, just being absolutely despicable. Even though some of us seem to be doing all right. But it's not all of us. And so we all suffer from a lack of what the whole brings. So, ladies and gentlemen, I was sitting here and I'm driving, I'm thinking about where I just saw Donald Trump with a group of guys talking about rounding up some people, sending them to Venezuela and putting them in some concentration camp. People that says they had nothing to do with what they were supposed to be rounded up for. And not only that, ladies and gentlemen, the way that they were being treated, they had it on camera showing. I know they wanted to show how mean and cruel they were being treated so that other people who might be in that predicament would hide or run. But at the same time, it was video that was shown to decent people who never thought America would be acting like that. We've seen other people like that in World War II. We used to see movies called Combat. And we saw how the Germans would treat people. And we were glad we were Americans. And now I'm looking at Americans out there, got people all bent over, causing them pain and suffering, scared, I'm sure almost to death, cutting their hair, shaving them, treating them like they are nothing. And this is the America that rejected heaven on earth. But only because God knows you made a mistake. That's why the story of Jesus has been presented to us, to let all of us know that it is understood that we made a mistake. But we can be forgiven if we recognize we made a mistake, acknowledge that we made a mistake, and having made the mistake, smarter than we've ever been. We know the other side. And so we choose now with the knowledge of both sides. And we choose the side of life. That's what Jesus said. He's saying, okay, you have to go do some changes. You violated the rules. The truth of the matter is, when you stand up for what is right, when you stand up for what this other side represents, on this side, these guys so in the dark, they're going to kill you. But it's the price you pay for waking up. And it is the best reward you can get. Watch this. And so he shows us exactly what he was saying. And for those of us who are real, we welcome it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I thought I'd just share that with you because I'm not a part of this. America accepts this kind of stuff. I can't accept it. Today I speak to you as I've always since I was 38 years old. God is the answer. And the solution that makes it obvious is that every last one of us, men, women, and children, black and white, American, everybody, enjoy life. That is the evidence that God is running it. Anybody got pain and suffering that they're enduring is an indication they are cancers that need to be exercised. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for giving me this your time. Again, Eddie Marcus saying goodbye for now.